That would happen?
Yeah, I think so. I'm super happy. He and I talked about it before the race, and I've been really lucky to have some amazing indoor experiences this season. Like running at Millrose was really, really cool, and I think kind of kick-started this dream. But it was my first time in that kind of race a couple weeks ago in New York, and so this time the goal was a little different. Like we wanted to kind of execute a better tactical race, whereas in Millrose I didn't know where I was at, so I was just kind of like hang on. And here he was like, give yourself a chance, you can close hard, and that's what I tried to do.
And as a byproduct, you got a New Zealand rep?
Yeah, I'm so happy about that. I was kind of talking with my Kiwi teammates before, or like on the bus yesterday, we were looking at what the indoor record was, so knew that was on the mind, but also I think one of the most fun parts about the championship is that you don't need to worry about the clock, and so that's just like the really, really, really fun bonus that comes with it. Yeah.
What was the old record? Like, how much did you break it by?
I'm not entirely sure, but I think my 1500 split at Millrose might have broken it, but I wasn't entirely aware of that until like this week.
All right.
So I think before that it was like 410 or 411, but.
And when and why did you make the decision to compete this week?
I was given the opportunity by my country, and like that's been the biggest dream for the longest time, so I really couldn't turn it down. Also, I think we're in the lucky position where we're not traveling. We didn't travel for conference. We're not traveling for NCAAs next week, so it meant that this was kind of like the perfect time. And yeah, but really I just like to be able to wear this black singlet is really, really special. So,
what do you think about running Worlds and NCAAs in consecutive weekends?
I think I'm gonna try really hard to get some good sleep when I get back to Boston and not think about it too hard. I submitted my senior thesis earlier today, so school's kind of calmed down this week, so I'll get to have a breather from that. And yeah, just kind of be happy to host NCAAs. My dad's coming over from New Zealand at the end of next week, so I'm excited to see him too.
Tell us about this thesis.
Yeah,
it's on like how Pacific poets are writing about climate change migration. Yeah, so I was like emailing back and forth with my advisor when I kind of heard that this was something I'd qualified for and was given the opportunity. I talked to two people before I like 100% confirmed. I talked to Gibby, my coach, and then I got on Zoom with my thesis advisor to make sure she kind of thought we were in a good enough position to do it. So
yeah, was it all done by the time you were flying over here?
No, I was working on it in the hotel. Yeah,
really?
Today, but it's kind of good, honestly. Like I wasn't thinking about the race. I wasn't worried about that. I was like trying to do my citations, and I really enjoy school, so it's a like very fulfilling thing for me.
So what time did you finish roughly?
Just after lunch at some point. Gibby gave me a cutoff of like 2 p.m. and I think it was like 2:30 that I submitted. So I had heaps of time, and like I wasn't kind of working on it all morning. I went to get coffee and sat in the roof for a little bit. So it was in a good enough position, I would say. It was just tidying up the edges.
Yeah, but today was the due date?
Yes, March 1st.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were leaving it really up to the edge.
Yeah, I know, and I missed the party. There was like champagne back at school for everyone that finished theirs today, so missing that, but this is better.
Yeah. Do you have to defend it then when you get back?
In a couple months, yeah. I've got time for that, so for now I'm just taking a break.
And what's the goal for the final?
Honestly, I think just kind of do that again. I think like it's a little bit easy to get scared of other people's kind of personal bests, season's bests, and but I think it's an experience that served me well in the NCAA and also here to just kind of forget about that, and like everyone who's on the line has a chance at doing something really cool. So that's kind of the mentality I'm going to go into the final with. Try and execute the same or better as I did just then, and also just soak it in. Like I'm just really happy to be here, so I'm really happy that I get another chance at racing on the track and in front of that crowd, and so it's very cool.
Was Gibby on board with you doing this, or did you have to convince him?
I actually did not need to convince him. He wasn't at Millrose, and it was his kid's birthday, and of course he couldn't miss it, and I think he was a little bit bummed, so I struck while the iron was hot, and like right after Millrose I was like, Gibby, we gotta go to Glasgow. No, I think he's super excited to be here. I'm really excited that I get to do this with him here as well. It's just a really special experience, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.